especially to you, Miss Mika Bilosa. Good morning. So here's my reflection, understanding about the topic that you give us. So in all topics, this topics is catch my attention, which is the interacting with history through historical shrines and museums. Because for me, it is very cool or it is very interesting, challenging, and go to the museum shrines instead of always reading books. So you have some experience through go to the museum, so you gain some experience, not only experience, but you can learn about the history, you can learn about the life of our heroes like Jose Rizal's. So instead of reading books, so for me, it is more interesting to go to shrines, museums, not only to enjoy, but also to learn about the historical life and historical events. So, historical shrines and museums are like a machine, but instead of actually going back in time, they let you experience history in a way that's more real than just reading books, like what I've said earlier. And about in a more real and just reading about a book, so I think it is more super cool how you can see actual artifacts, not only imagining through books, but you can see the actual what they look likes, not only manifesting reading books, but you can see them in actual through visiting shrines and museums. So like old clothes or weapons, and it helps you imagine what is what like back then. So it can help you imagine if what is was like back then in the historical life. So it is not only imagining it, but you can see it um, in an actual. You can see the artifacts, weapons, and also the clothes that they are used in the historical life. So it is more interesting, and you can learn a lot of this through seeing the actual artifacts. So it is not like they're reading only in books that you can imagine, but you can learn a lot through visiting shrines. So this topic is catch my attention and interest. And also I can see that I always agree 100% that visiting this place requires a bit of preparation like that. So like if you're going to Rizal shrines, it goods to know little about Rizals if you are interested in the life of Rizals. Life beforehand, so you can appreciate the place more. And I think it's smart to look for historical market because it tells you why the place is important in the first place. So through visiting the place is can tell you why it is important. Like you can understand what I'm saying to do that. It's not like only reading the book, but also you can, and the place can help you to understand what the importance of these things. And also I think it is good idea to pay attention to caption the text in museums. They give you important information about artifacts and exhibits. So not only reading books can give you some information, but only but also going to shrines, ritual shrines, museums, not only books. So they give you important information about artifacts and exhibits. And if museum let you take photos, that awesome because you can use them later when you're writing a reflection paper. So if the museums allows you to pick to talk some pictures, so it is very helpful for you as a student like me. It is very helpful for us uh, to take to write our reflection after, so we have some reference to use to write some reflection paper and understanding about that historical life. So it is more useful, helpful going to the place like that. So in overall, I think historical shrines and museums are really valuable because they make history more engaging, memorable. Going to museum shrines, it is more engaging, it is more memorable, and you can take some pictures, like you can talk some memory, you can talk some remembrance through visiting the museum. Then they're not just place memorize dates and names, they're place to experience the past firsthand. And with all to interactive stuff they have now, like videos and sounds, it's even easier to get immersed in his story. So going there, it is not some memorizing some names of the heroes, but it is the place that you can help you can experience the past, what the our heroes experience. So it is so for me, for my understanding, my reflection about this topic is is catch my attention because it is very learning, it is very interesting, and we can learn a lot about this topic. So for me, interacting and going in personal, not just reading book, it is more helpful, useful for us as a student like me. So this is all. Thank you.